So today I'm going to be making tofu today, which is another alternative, and it tastes really good. Tofu adheres to just about anything. You can sweeten it, or it can be savory, and so that's what I'm going to be making today, and I'm really excited about it. It's one of my favorite dishes that my family, that we enjoy. I am actually using what's called a dash. This is really amazing. When I take trips, I take this with me. Okay, so I'm going to just drizzle some oil around in here. Okay, that was 1 tablespoon. We'll start out with just 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to start sauteing the vegetables here that we're going to put in here. So I've got some onion. I've got the dash on medium. Okay. Kind of cooking oil a little bit more than I would like to. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit on medium low, because it doesn't take long for this to get hot. Oops. And then I've got some bell peppers. That was 1 onion and 1 bell pepper. It can be medium or large. Just going to move it around. Let that saute until it gets to a good point. Just want to get those really sauteed up good. Okay. That's doing good. Now while that's doing that, turn it back up just a little bit, right before medium. I'm going to get some garlic. Okay. And get that chopped in. I'll add that last because I don't want it to get all messed up in there and everything like that. So that's moving along. That's coming along really good. This is really quick and easy. That's why I really love this. It was just, I don't know, something I just made up one day. And that's the great thing about cooking. You can be so creative. So I took my tofu and I sliced it like that. And then I laid a paper towel over it and I let all the water kind of let the paper towel sponge up all the water. Okay. Alright, this is extra firm tofu. Alright, and I sliced it like that, nice and thick. That's about maybe 1 inch thick or something like that. Okay. It could be a 1/2 inch, I'm not for sure. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want it thick. You don't want thin slices. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add the pieces. Now you want to lay them flat. And that's why I like using this big pan. It's really big. It's a lot larger than you think. Gonna lay all this tofu out here. Nice and flat. Alright, so we've got that going here, and the goal is to get this brown and crispy on both sides, lightly brown and crispy on both sides, okay? Alright, so I'm going to add my seasonings. I've got, this is my favorite right here, Liquid Bragg's Liquid Amino. You can get this at Kroger's, health food store. Just, drizzle it on. You don't need too much. Then I'm going to add my herbs. This is Italian seasoning. I usually put a lot of herbs. Probably about a tablespoon of each herb. And just sprinkle it evenly. Okay. Now I'm adding some rosemary. Just probably about another tablespoon. And then I'm adding a little bit of onion powder. And, oh, that was garlic powder, sorry. And then this is onion powder. Oh, it smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it. And then some oregano. Probably another tablespoon or so of oregano. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is just kind of move it around in the pan. Carefully, though, because you don't want to tear up your pieces. Because I wanted to get all the flavors and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of moving it around a little bit. It's going to be so good. Oh, and one more seasoning I forgot to put on there. This is so healing. Turmeric. Oh, okay. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of turmeric. Let me get it out of here. This is like so healing. Probably a half a teaspoon. But it's just really good. Well, no, I'm going to go on and use the whole teaspoon. And it's just really, really good. And turmeric is so good for you. We all should be having turmeric right now. And then see how it's getting crispy? And you just, turn it over. It's already getting crispy. And you just want all the flavors to soak in. Now, if you wanted to make your tofu like fish, I went to a health class years ago, a cooking class with Sister Marvelita, and she showed us to put lemon on ours. So you could put lemon juice, sprinkle lemon juice over the tofu, just like you would your fish. Okay? And, trying to get that from under there. There we go. And you could also, this is a great seasoning. You can get it at the health food store, or I got this on Amazon. It's a organic sea kelp delight seasoning. And if you want it to be a fishy taste, then you could put this on there. The kelp in it, kind of that seaweed, the sea kelp gives it kind of like a fishy taste. And this is also from the Bragg's company. And there's no, I don't think there's any salt. Okay, there's only 30 grams of sodium in here. And I'm assuming that's like natural from the sea kelp and everything. So you could put that and some lemon juice over it, and then it will kind of give it that fishy taste. I'm going to drizzle just a little bit more oil over it, just because it's looking a little dry. Or actually, I can put the top on here and just kind of let it steam. And I could also, instead of putting oil, I could use a little bit of water. So I'll drizzle just a little bit, not much. That was probably like 3 tablespoons or something like that. It's not much. And then we'll let that kind of cook down a little bit. And then you just want to check on it. You see it's doing really good. I'm going to go ahead and just a little bit and add my garlic to it. Check on it because you don't want it to cook down too long. See how lovely that looks? Oh, it looks so good. And it tastes really good. And we usually have this with rice and kale for dinner. And it's just really good. So that was quick and easy, and look it, we're all done. And then when you put it on the plates, you know, give everybody a few bell peppers and onions. And then to give it that, just look at that piece right there, yummy, yummy, yummy. And then to give it that extra garlic taste, then you go ahead and put your garlic on last because you don't want to burn it. And you can cook this the night before. Really, you can cook it the day of and just have all the fresh flavors. Because you see, it didn't even take that long. And that's it.